These tribes are some of the oldest in the world. They are not only old but remain untouched by modernization. These tribes have never evolved and still remain segregated from the modern world. Here are 10 uncontacted black tribes who remain untouched by modernization. Number 10. The Surma Tribe. The Surma Tribe and the Maasai Tribe are two of the ethnic groups collectively known as the Surma Tribe who live in the southern part of Ethiopia. For a very long time, the Surma have hidden themselves from the modern world. This tribe would have remained hidden and unknown to the world if not for the regular visits by tourists. Traditionally, women in these tribes wear lip plates.
In all my travels, I have never seen anything like the lip plates the Suri women wear.
If you have watched Black Panther, this should give you a sense of deja vu.
River Tribe will not challenge today.
The lip plate carries a number of meanings. Firstly, it's a symbol of extreme beauty. Secondly, it serves as a sign of commitment to a husband. If a husband kaputs, the lip plate is removed since a woman's external beauty is said to fade after his. 9. The Asaro Tribe. The Asaro, also known as the Holosa, is an interesting tribe but lesser known tribe living in Papua New Guinea. Their men are famously known as the Madmen. These mud-covered men are not aiming for the perfect complexion. They believe it makes them look like spirits and terrifies the other indigenous groups seeking a tribal invasion. As one of the many groups scattered on the highland plateau for over a millennium, they are isolated by harsh terrain and were only discovered about 75 years ago. The marks they wear have unusual designs such as the long or very short ears, either going down to the chin or sticking up to the top, long joined eyebrows attached to the top of the ears, horns and sideway mouths. I mean, how would you not run for your life when you meet such an unidentified walking phenomena? Number 8. The Himba Tribe. Probably one of the most famous tribes who still remain untouched by the modern world is the Himba Tribe. The Himbas are scattered across the north of Namibia and southern Angola. When stationary, they live in mud houses. They keep an ancestral fire burning 24 hours a day in homage to their god, Mukuru. The iconic status of the Himba tribe comes in a large part from the unique appearances of their beautiful women. With their red complexion and elaborate hairstyles, you can't just mistake a Himba woman for another. Hair for Himba women signifies age and status, starting with shaved hairs for young children, then braids and plaits, and then graduates to a leather ornament called erembe for women who have had children. There is an estimated 20,000 to 30,000 members of the tribe left, but they are constantly threatened. Nevertheless, they have maintained their traditional lifestyle all these years. Number 7. The Baca Tribe. The Baca Pygmies living in Cameroon are known for their short stature. The average height of a pygmy is about 155. The distribution of roles in the Baca tribe is quite simple. Everyone gets involved. Both women and men hunt every day for dukkha and honey. It is funny how the Baca are obliged by laws to hunt without guns, and yet poachers do so without restraint. This makes it hard for the Bacas to hunt without getting caught up in snares or, in some circumstances, shot. Number 6. The Chimbu.
One of the most fascinating tribes who wants nothing to do with Western civilization is the Chimbu or Simbu.
The term Chimbu was given to the people by the first Australian explorers in 1934 who heard the word Simbu, which is an expression of a pleasant surprise in Kuman language, exclaimed by the locals when they first met. One of the things that set the Chimbu tribe apart from the others is their skeleton dance, which originated to intimidate enemy tribes in what is a hotly contested and highly territorial country. It is also expected that the enemy tend to believe that they are not human and have some source of supernatural power. The Chimbu tribe are so remote that little is known about their real lives, but we do know that they live in a temperate climate in rugged mountain valleys. Number 5. The Dogon Group. The Dogon are indigenous to the Central Plateau region of Mali. While some villages have adopted Islam or Christianity, a large percentage of Dogons are animists who believe in the importance of a synergy between the spiritual worlds of gods and ancestors and the living world of plants, people and animals. They are best known for their religious traditions, their mask dances, wooden sculptures, and the architecture. An interesting fact about the Dogon people is they knew about the existence of an invisible star for thousands of years. They also knew that Saturn has 4 moons and has rings or halos around it, although these cannot be seen without powerful telescopes. Where these primitive people got their knowledge of the Sirius star system, we don't know. Number 4. The Heba Tribe. Ethiopia is known to host some of the world's most isolated tribes, and Heba Tribe is one of such. They are a pastoral tribe with a culture that places high value on cattle, who they depend on for milk and blood. Despite being exposed to tourists every now and then, the Heba tribe still remains unspoiled by the modern world. They are easily recognized by their body adornment with multitudes of colorful beads, necklaces and bracelets, and for their distinctive hairstyles, curling their hair with a mixture of ochre and butter. Number 3. Azabi Tribe.
Live in East Africa. They have been living continuously in the same place for tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of years.
Europeans and Tanzanian administrations have made several attempts to resettle and modernize the Heza tribe, but failed. The Heza still pursue the same way of life the ancestors have for hundreds of years. The Azabi is a relatively egalitarian society. This means there is no governing hierarchy or status differences between individuals. In this tribe, children are the responsibility of the entire tribe. The Azabi spend much of their time on foraging and hunting. Women forage in larger groups for berries, fruits, and tubers. The men usually forage individually, feeding themselves and bringing home fruit or honey whenever they can. Number 2. The Maasai Tribe. The Maasai living in Kenya and Tanzania are probably the most famous of all African tribes. These expansive homelands are close to many of Africa's top game parks, meaning the tribe is often in close contact with international tourists. You can't visit Kenya or Tanzania without coming in contact with a Maasai, regardless of the constant visitations by tourists. The Maasai have managed to keep modernization at bay.
A woman has its own duty and a man has its own duty, and a lady cannot do the duty of a man, and a man cannot do a duty of a woman.
Here among the Maasai, cattle are sacred and used as a measurement for both wealth and sustenance. Maasai culture includes jumping dance, the wearing of colorful robes, and believe it or not, spitting. Number 1. The San. The San people are one of the world's oldest tribes and known as the oldest inhabitants of Southern Africa. The San's tracking skills are amazing and world-renowned. They have the skills to hunt and survive in the seemingly barren lands of Southern Africa's deserts. They are easily recognized by their unique clicking when speaking. It is the San, also known as the Kalahari Bushmen, that were responsible for the cave and rock art found across the region, some of which dates back thousands of years. Have you met any of these tribes people in person? Let us know in the comment section below. To share with a friend on Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter. As usual, I'm your host Murphy, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.